And could you hear it? Was it loud, or do you remember?
No, I don't recall hearing it, but, I kind of went into shock a little bit after I saw that, so I don't remember hearing anything, though. Well, again, I wasn't looking in the direction from where it came, so I don't recall seeing it until I looked up overhead and saw the plane over my head.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you would be facing towards the towers, and then as it came by over your head, you saw it?
Exactly.
But you don't remember hearing it, eh?
No, I don't. No, I don't recall hearing it, but, I kind of went into shock a little bit after I saw that, so I don't remember hearing anything, though.
What color was it? Do you remember?
It looked like, I seem to recall that it was like a United plane, the gray-blue kind of colors of their logo.
Oh, so you could make out that there was markings on the plane?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, and then you saw it just disappear in the building, and then the explosion, and that was it, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering, where were you when you took the picture?
I was in Battery Park.
Oh, you were in Battery Park?
Well, actually, when I was on the ferry when the second one hit that I took the picture of, I was sitting on the end of the ferry, and there's a rail around the end of it, and then there's like a metal storage box or something, and I was sitting on it with my feet braced up on the rail, and it's just like a flat deck there, and I was just sitting pretty much at the end of it, facing the towers, and so I was watching the towers, just taking some pictures. And the North Tower had, gotten very dense with smoke and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the North Tower and then the South Tower on the right. There was a helicopter to the right of everything. And I clicked a few pictures. And then way off to my left, I just heard this droning sound. And kind of looked over there, and it was this little bitty plane coming. And I thought it was probably a police reconnaissance plane or something, or a news plane or something like that was going to take pictures. And I figured it would circle the towers and take pictures. So I thought, well, I'll get a picture of everything. I'll line the shot up. And when that little police airplane gets right in front of the South Tower, I'll snap it. Because that old Sony Navica doesn't give you sequential shots. You can take a picture, and then it goes record, and there's a lag time.
Oh, yeah, between the time you could take another picture.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So there's the cameras nowadays, of course, even the newer ones back then might have done it, but mine was several years old to begin with.
Did you have time while you were taking the pictures to actually see the plane go into the building yourself?
Well, yes, I was watching it go in. With that Sony Navica, you hold it out, kind of out and up, and look into it. There's a square about.
Oh, and look into the little view.
Well, you don't really look into the viewfinder. I set the digital display was about 3 inches by 2.5, and so I was looking at that. Plus, I was watching it peripherally, so I could watch it until it got to the right spot. So it was just one of these things. I was like watching the plane with one eye and the readout on my camera with the other.
Yeah, I looked like on his video, it shows the plane going right into the building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it kind of looks, a lot of people question how weird it looks.
Yeah, so
Like, did it just look normal?
Well, what do you mean by normal?
Like, I don't know, was there anything strange about it or anything?
It was quiet.
Yeah, there was no, like, engine roaring?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. But see, I live over an airport. And I'm accustomed to hearing airplanes a lot, and I didn't even register the sound of the airplane. Now, does that mean it was or wasn't making any noise? Who knows? People who live there are not accustomed to airplanes flying over that area like that close. They would be much more aware of that airplane making a noise.
No. I was there, and it happened just the way it looked.
So you heard the plane coming before you actually caught it in your viewfinder or anything?
No, because the sound was baffled by the building that I was behind. But I certainly heard the explosion.
Yeah.
When it hit.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't have any sound or anything on your video? Like, there was no audio for it or anything?
Well, I had accidentally turned off the microphone.
Yeah.
Like a operator error, because it was the first time that I had ever used that camera.
Yeah.
It was quiet.
Yeah, there was no, like, engine roaring?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
You have to call CNN and get the information. I'm not allowed to give anything else.
Oh, were you working for CNN at the time you took it or something?
Just call them. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Like, you must have been able to hear the second plane coming in from a long way away, no?
Well, as I said, no, it did a 180.
Oh, that's right, it did a 180, yeah. The sound of the airplane on some videos is really loud, and then on some videos it's hardly there at all.
Right.
Like,
And the sound is actually very appropriate for forensics, because the kinetics of the timing of the building and of the explosion are all actually more interesting in terms of the sound than even the visual. You actually get a lot more information out of the sound.